Hello and welcome to the next session of the subject engineering graphics. Today I am going to explain the procedure to draw orthographic views for this particular object looking in direction X. The problem statement is draw front view, top view and left hand side view of the object shown in figure looking in direction X. Use first angle method of projection. You can go to the description below to see all the related videos of the subject engineering graphics. Let us decide the dimensions for the rectangles. So as far as front view is concerned, in front view this dimension, that is 104, and the height, which is 48, will be seen. Okay, so front view rectangle will have size 104 by 48. Okay, top view will have size of, in top view this particular part will be seen. So in top view we see this rectangle will be seen, which will have 104 by 72, 104 by 72. And in left hand side view, as we see this, when you look from this side, this dimension will be seen, which is given as 72 here, and the height will be seen, which is given as 48. Okay, so for left hand side view, 72 by 48. So let us construct these rectangles first. As we see here, I have already drawn this rectangle for front view, which has got this dimension as 104 and height as 48. In top view, 104 by 72. For left hand side view, we will construct that rectangle later on. First we will start constructing the front view of this object. Okay, so now as we see, for you to understand, I will make the planes which are seen in front view with certain hatching. So this is just for information for you to understand. So this part will be seen, this part will be seen, this part will be seen. Okay, so these are the planes which will be seen in front view. So we have to start constructing now. As we know, the rules are edges which are on the boundary or which are on the outline and which are visible are to be shown by thick lines. Okay, so this edge will be seen, this part will be seen. So accordingly we will start now constructing the front view. As we see here, this edge will be seen, then this edge will be seen. Now this particular edge will be seen of the length 24 mm. So measure 24 from this side and draw that edge. Then we see this height of this portion is, as we see, total height of the object is 48, out of which this 16 and this 16, 32 is to be subtracted. So remaining is also 16. So from bottom measure 16 upwards. Okay, now this edge will be seen, and you can see this particular edge will be seen, and this edge from this point will meet with this particular edge. Okay, so now I am drawing that part. So for that we have to draw horizontal line from this side, vertical from this point, and wherever they intersect, this is the edge which I have shown. This edge I have shown right now in this particular view. Okay, now after this you can see this particular plane will be seen, okay, which is again at a height of 16. So from bottom, as we see now, this particular, if you consider this particular edge, though it is seen something like this, but when you look it from infinity, that edge will be seen as a one line. Okay, so we can directly extend this line up to the top. Okay, then we see this particular edge and this, they are coinciding when you look from infinity. So this edge is to be continued up to here like this, and now at a height 16 this edge will also be seen. So from here measure 16 mm vertically up. Okay, and draw this horizontal line. Okay, so we can see this completes the front view. In front view, this rectangle and this rectangle, these three rectangles are seen. Okay, and this particular shape is in addition to that is seen. So this is the front view of that particular object. Okay, now let us start constructing top view. Now we have to draw projectors from key points. As we see, already these projectors are drawn from these key points. I have already drawn this one more projector. Now we have to think of the top view. Now as we see here, for you to understand, I will make this top portion something like this so that you will understand. In top view this part will be seen. Okay, so this plane will be seen in top view, another this plane will be seen, and this one more plane will be seen. Okay, so now at appropriate projectors we have to start constructing this particular portion. In top view, as we see, this particular edge will be seen, and you can see even this particular edge and all this outline. If you look it from infinity, this will be seen as one rectangle. Okay, so we have to first draw that outermost rectangle, which we already drawn by thin lines, but now we are going to make it thick because it is outline of the object and it is visible also. Okay, so all visible edges and outlines are to be shown by thick lines. Okay, so this completes that outline rectangle. Now we can see at a distance of this much. Now how much is this distance? We can see it is given in the isometric view. This is 24, this is 24. Okay, so remaining is also total is 72, so remaining will also be 24. So from here, from the furthermost end, measure 24 mm towards the observer. So because observer is looking from this side, so we are measuring 24 towards the observer, and from here now draw this particular edge. We can see this edge. Now up to where it is to be extended, as we see from right end, we have to consider this distance of 24. Okay, which need not be measured now because we already taken this projector at a distance 24 from this side. So from here draw this horizontal line to meet with this particular line or this projector, and from here draw this edge. The edge which I have just drawn is this edge. Okay, and this is already drawn, right? So this particular part I have just drawn this particular plane. Now these two more planes are seen, so they are respectively at a distance 24 from this first plane and another 24 from the second plane. Okay, so from here measure another 24 mm and draw this particular line. Okay, so I'm just drawing that line now. So this line is drawn, and remaining is 24, which is already taken care. There is no edge here, so no need to make this part thick. We have to keep it thin, which is just like a projector. Okay, so this completes the top view of the given object. To draw side view, now we have to first draw horizontal projectors from front view, and then horizontal projectors from top view up to x1 y1, and from here we have to use arc method to get that particular rectangle. So let us see how to obtain it. Use arc method or 45-degree line method. Now I am using arc method. From here draw vertical projectors. Okay, so you can see this particular rectangle is the required rectangle for left hand side view. As we see here, when you look from left hand side, because this is direction of our front, so when you want to have left hand side view, you have to look from this side. So as we see here, when you look from front, this particular plane will be visible, right? So this plane is visible, and also when you look from front, this part will also be visible. So we have to simply show these two planes which will be visible in left hand side view. Okay, now as far as this part is concerned, as we see here, this part, now this edge and this edge, they are coinciding with each other. That means no, we have to show only one edge for these two edges. Okay, as far as this edge is concerned, it is again coinciding with this edge when you look it from infinity. So ultimately we have to show only this much part in left hand side view. So now I am drawing this edge. Then as we see here, this edge will be seen. For that you trace this projector and draw that edge. Okay, then from here, as we see, we have to go vertically down. How much distance? For that we have to take care of this projector. Okay, then from here, as we see in left hand side view, though I am talking of this part, but as we see, this edge is visible. Okay, so it is along this particular edge only, so extension of that edge only. From here we have to come by this much distance below, and again this edge will also be seen. Okay, so this edge and later on this edge, they will be in continuation with each other. Then as we see, this bottommost edge will be visible. And now we have to just see this particular part. Let us confirm whether we have shown all the edges in the side view or not. As we see here, this part will be seen like this. So this part is seen like this. Then this edge will be visible like this from top. Then this edge up to here, and later on this edge which is continued up to here. Okay, so this is the way we have completed front view, top view and left hand side view of the given object. The last step is to dimension the views. So we have to follow any one dimensioning method, either unidirectional or align method, and dimension the views. I hope you understood. To save time, I will not go into the dimensioning part. I hope you understood this. Thank you very much for your patient viewing.